Good morning, everyone. This is the video 4 that was in the 4 series, the 4 video series. And this is where we're going to talk about the next step. So in step 1, if you remembered, I'd asked you to do your imagination every morning. Keep that vision. Don't lose the vision, okay? You need to every day, 2, 3, however many times a day you can, you need to see yourself the way you want to be. You need to see yourself in that vision, okay? Step 2, the second day, we said do a food journal. I hope you're journaling. I am journaling, and it's always been an eye-opener for me. Even to this day, I find things I write, and I'm like, whoa, where did that come from? So journal, very important. Step 3, comes the hard work. Did you give up dairy? It's only been, what, 3 or 4 days? You should feel a difference already, though, honestly. You give up cheese, yogurt, milk, dairy products, you're good. Nut milk, of course, is not dairy. You can have that. Nobody said no to that. You can have soy yogurt, coconut yogurt. Those are fine. But you need to give up dairy. And remember, I just want you to try this for a week and see the difference. Trust me, you're going to see it. All right. So now this is where the rubber meets the road. No pun intended. You have a few days with no dairy. You should be feeling good, ready for your next step. So what we're going to do now is we're going to talk about letting go of meat and fish and eggs. Yep, that starts after your 7 days without dairy. You need to keep going. And you're almost there, really. You're going to be a beautiful butterfly, don't forget. So you're going to be light and full of energy. So let's start with some facts about meat and meat products, all righty? Because that's really important to know. All right, I'll be on the soapbox here for a while, so bear with me. I think I can find some useful information for you. So think about this animal protein. It does not ward off flu or protect your heart or keep you from having a stroke or cancer. Animal protein does not do that for you. Animals we eat has varying amounts of artery clogging, plaque plugging, and cholesterol hiking protein. Animal protein does not build, it builds blocks of chronic disease is what it does do, which is what plaque is in the Western society, in our standard American diet. So Americans have become accustomed to chronic illness. They take it for granted. They accept it like you accept wrinkles and freckles. Yep, people just think, yep, well, that's part of life. Well, it's really not. You can tell by all the drug commercials on TV. Most people want to find the magic bullet. And they don't care if it comes at a cost through prescriptions or even shortening your life. So think about it. Your blood pressure doesn't have to be high. Your bones don't need to crumble. And your arteries don't need to become clogged, causing bypass surgery and heart attacks. You don't have to have that. In fact, the National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute completed a study that shows all males over 60 and females over 70 eating a Western animal-based diet already suffered from a heart attack. And that means in over 50% of heart attacks, guess what the first symptom is? What do you think it is? Yeah, it's death. So why is it caused by plaque? Because plaque forms from fatty deposits and builds up on animal protein. So think of your veins. I always look at it this way. Think of your veins as a grease trap of animal proteins, thickening until nothing can get through them. Why do you think doctors prescribe blood thinners? Yeah, to get through there. So taking pills so you can continue to eat meat eventually will end badly. So if you're taking pills so you can have the meat, not a pretty picture. So as most meat eaters will say, where do you get your protein? Well, believe it or not, the World Health Organization recommends 10% of your calories should come from protein. But guess what? Animal protein is bad for your bones, creates inflammation and inflammatory state in the body, increases the risk of tumors, and raises cholesterol levels. And it's harsh on your liver and kidneys. Guess what? Believe it or not, plants are the best way to get your protein. Where do you think the animals get their protein? Where do cows get their protein? I mean, really, think about it. 25% of the calories in your average vegetable comes from protein, with many leafy green vegetables boasting as much as 50%. The average bean has 25%. Soybeans as much as 40%. Your average whole grain contains 12%, and even quinoa will give you 18% of the protein that you need. So according to the USDA, these are not my facts, their food database have even show fruit that carry a portion of protein. If you ate one orange, you have 7.4% protein. Strawberries, a cup of strawberries gives you 8.3%. And a peach, a medium peach, will give you 9.3% of protein. So your protein's coming from your fruits and vegetables. We've never heard of a case in the US of protein deficiency. Not really. Not unless they're malnutrition and other diseases have set in. The only way to have a protein deficiency is by not consuming enough calories. So if you get, if you're only consuming 300-400 calories, good chance you'll have it. If you're eating a plant-strong diet, then you're more than covered. You can read more about this, but plant-based proteins are complete proteins. I know some people say, but they're not complete. Well, yeah, they are. So now that you're not consuming dairy, and I hope you continue to do that, I really do. Next step is to become familiar with plants and the most amazing meals you can imagine. Plants make excellent meals. Beans, legumes, all of those. There's so many combinations that you could never get bored eating plant-based. I'm not talking having a salad every day. I mean, a salad is good, but so many toppings, so many things. You can put black beans in your salad, fruits in your salad. I do raw corn in my salad. It's delicious. Raw corn is so sweet. You have beans and greens and grains and fruits. Recipes can be as easy or as complicated and extravagant as you want. You want fancy? You can do fancy. You want super simple, have meals ready in 15 minutes? You can do that. So plant-based is not expensive. That's the other thing I always hear. Oh, but it costs so much more. Are you telling me that plants are going to cost more than a steak? I mean, I think people pay like $10 in a supermarket for a steak. I don't even know. I haven't looked in a while. Yet out of that, at that $10, I could probably make 4 meals. Okay? So plant-based is not expensive. You know what is expensive? Medication. Medication is expensive. Plants are cheaper than meat, and you'll see a reduction in your waste, the waste down there, not the waste in the trash, and in your wallet. So, hey, the other good news is, guess what? No more counting calories, no more weighing your food, and no more worrying about portion size. Yeah, you can eat all you want as long as you're eating the right plant-based foods. Plus, no more worrying about, how am I going to keep this? So eat when you want and eat what you want as long as it's plant-based and not processed. So that's our step 4, getting plant processed. I really would like to hear from you. I want to hear how you're doing. Tell me about how the dairy went. Tell me how you're doing your journaling. I'd like someone who's is doing all 4 steps now to let me know how it goes. IM me or send me an email. My email is ro@greenkitchen.com. No, I'm sorry, ro@greenkitchenwithro.com. It's part of the website. So I hope you're all doing well, and I appreciate your time. And make sure you're eating plant-based. And I look forward to talking to you again next week, okay? Hi, Ann. Nice to see you.